put your mic between your upper lip and your nose, please? We're having trouble hearing you. Thank you.
See, there you go. More rules and regulation here. No, but I was saying that large corporate entities have no problem with red tape because they can hire lawyers, lobbyists, and other powerful insiders to influence government, write the rules that to shut out competition and keep themselves on top to protect the incumbent by keeping down the challengers. And Ms. Jones, you said in your testimony that according to Canadian Federation of Independent Business surveys, the heavy red tape burden falls disproportionately on the smallest firms. Do you have more detail on that finding?
Yes, so the smallest firms pay 5 times the cost per employee if you look at it on a per employee basis, because of course bigger firms have more employees with which to spread the costs over. So it is absolutely a kind of a barrier to entry for those firms, as well as it's kind of a regressive tax if you want to look at it that way. So
right.
For firms with fewer than 5 employees, they pay $7,000 and more, you're looking at about $1,200, just to give you a sense of those costs.
Well, and well-established corporate entities have no problem with regulatory red tape that shuts out their competitors. In fact, it was funny the other day that the Enbridge CEO actually said the current government and the anti-pipeline movement makes his existing pipelines more valuable. In other words, all of the governmental blockades against pipelines are actually enriching those pipeline companies that already have pipe in the ground, because now they face less competition from new pipelines. The same goes for a warehouse. Mr. Dashes, you pointed out that in Toronto, it takes much longer to get a warehouse approved than it would in South Korea, Singapore, or elsewhere. Well, those who already have warehouses then can charge very high leases to their tenants because there's no risk that those tenants could go off and build their own warehouse. So again, this favors the rich and the well-established incumbents.